Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first Mind and Body show with me, Darmin. This is completely new, first episode. Excuse me. What we're going to be doing here, the way this is going to work is I will be answering 3 questions each episode. I will be going online, either Reddit, Quora, or some other site to just answer people's questions and hopefully help you out there as well. Hopefully you have similar questions, similar things that you might be dealing with, so then you can gather some information from that. What I will be talking about here is anything related to the mind, so mental health, physical health, so the body, and also just personal development, getting better, wanting to improve your life in many different ways. So hope you enjoy, and let's get into the first question. First question: I know for sure I'm getting depressed again, but I'm not gonna let this shit keep putting me down and putting me in a low mood in future. I have no motivation for anything. I'm not happy. The thought things that used to make me burst, urge excitement, now just bore me, and I hate it. I will beat this once again. Anyone have tips and tricks to combat depression? I'm still trying to learn new coping skills. We got this. We can beat this. Let's go. First of all, I want to say user Floreal. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. That is the positive attitude that you need to have. Now, please be aware, and please don't make it that this attitude is just a temporary thing where you're just excited, you're just in this sort of state, and then you're just going to drop back down into a low, sort of unmotivated, depressed sort of state. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of times we'll have highs and lows, and you tend to see that with people that are depressed. Again, I from my own experience, I used to experience the same sort of things. I would be very, very sad for a period of time, and then I would get super excited and pumped and motivated to get better and to get stronger and to help improve my life, and then I would just get back down into being depressed. So keep up, try to stick with this motivated feeling that you have. Now, in order to make certain changes and to keep this sort of mindset going, to keep this motivated state going, there's a couple things that you can do. So here at BeriBera, we are very big on meditation. Why am I so big on meditation? Is because it has been scientifically proven. There's been studies over the last 10, 15 years, and even before that, but really recently here in the last 10, 15 years, continuously showing to prove that it makes significant changes in the brain, particularly in regards to gray matter. Now, what gray matter is, and this is getting real sciencey here for you, gray matter helps with things like learning, memory, attention, decision-making, and emotional regulation. And they've done studies with people as short as 8 weeks and have seen a statistically significant increase of gray matter in these participants. And this stuff ultimately helps you to feel better, to, again, be able to regulate those emotions, that depression that you might, be feeling from time to time. I know with my own experience, when I first started meditation, I was very depressed, very sad. As I kept doing it, things just stopped bothering me like they once did. I wouldn't, I used to have anger issues. Things wouldn't anger me like they once did. I was just able to remain calm. It was really odd to see things that normally would have, thrown me off. Now I was able to get through them without issue. So 1, meditation. 2, exercise. Exercise is huge. If you want to change your mental state, change your physical state. So if you want to get excited and feel motivated and you're just sitting on the couch, get up and do 20 push-ups. Get up and do 20 jumping jacks. You'll notice how instantaneously you'll start to feel better. Exercise helps the mind to release stress. So mind and body really are connected in so many ways, and you need both. You need ultimately both to have a nice, comprehensive sort of healthy state. And exercise does more than just get you fit. like I said, it gets you mentally fit. It gets you mentally feeling better, not just more confident about yourself as you're starting to, lose weight, gain muscle, look better, but you're gaining that confidence, but you truly are releasing stress, releasing cortisol and allowing that, to flow out, and then allowing for good feelings to come in. And another thing I will say is that start slow. Don't go at it 100%. I'm going to be meditating for 30 minutes a day and working out for an hour a day right off the bat, and I'm going to be eating 100% healthy, and I'm going to be doing all this stuff, and I'm going to chase my passions and blah, blah, blah. Take it one day at a time. Take it slowly. Because a lot of times when we jump into things very quickly, we don't stick to them in the long run. So go slow. Meditate, exercise. Also, find something that you enjoy. Try to, I'm sure maybe either you're in school or maybe you work, but when you're off, when you're not doing anything, try to spend time doing something that you enjoy, even if it's like drawing or music or building a business, whatever it might be, something that makes you feel happy and that you really enjoy doing. And that will also begin to bring more happiness into your life, and that depression will start to fade away. Next question comes from user Always Raminadarf. I'm not saying that right. Obviously, it's not a real name. So anyway, it says, hello, so I've been getting over someone that was a could have been situation for about 3 years now. I feel like the overall nature of the relationship and the abrupt ending is what made it so easy to romanticize. I have mourned over it in stages based on how I would interpret it at the time. I feel like I have finally, hopefully, reached the last stage, as I feel like I can see everything with more clarity. Basically, I'm accepting that I went head over heels for someone who was not feeling the same and has probably completely forgotten about me by now. I'm just wondering, how should I move forward with or from this? Thinking about this makes me feel really embarrassed and uneasy. Also sad because I have never had feelings as strong as the ones I had for him. Any advice, or can anyone relate? First of all, I just want to tell you, you're obviously a girl, or maybe you're a guy, not sure. User Ozer Radamanarf, hang in there. Good for you for coming to the realization that you really need to go ahead and get to the point where you move forward and move on from your life and let this relationship go. A lot of times we hang on to relationships for too long, even after they've finished, because inside we don't feel as confident being alone. There's something going on inside. Maybe our self-esteem isn't quite as high. Maybe we're just not quite living the way that we want to be living. So one thing I will say is, one, get your mental state right, in the sense that come to the understanding that things start and things end. There's a beginning and end to everything. Some relationships will last short, some will last long. And eventually you'll find that one person who, it will last, hopefully forever with. But you need to understand that everything has a beginning and an end. Once you realize this, you'll begin to not put too much of an emphasis on people. Another thing to begin to implement into your life, and something that I did myself, because I've also been I was once in a situation like this where I broke up with my girlfriend, and for years I didn't date anybody, and I wanted to get back with her, but it was bad. It was bad. I wasn't able to let this person go. But once I started to work on myself, once I started to meditate, once I started to exercise, once I started to play music, which I enjoy music, and build this business, it gave me this life. It gave me this excitement. And I started to become, more confident in myself. I started to feel better on a day-to-day basis because I wasn't looking to someone else. This is what a lot of times what we do is we look to someone else to bring the happiness into our lives that we wish to have. But true happiness, and we all know this, it's cliche at this point, comes from within. If you can build a life for yourself that makes you happy, then ultimately, at the end of the day, you don't need anybody else. Now, don't get me wrong. We all want to be with somebody. But you're okay if you're alone. And you're okay at that point if a relationship ends. You're able to move on. You're able to accept the situation as it is and move forward because you know that, hey, my life is great. I'm healthy. I'm getting all these things done. I'm accomplishing things. I'm going after my goals. My life is exciting. And by doing that, you also open yourself up then to meeting someone else. That can fit you even better than your last, the person you were in a relationship with. They can fit you better than them because you're out there doing your thing. You're out there living your life, to your fullest. You're living your quote unquote best life. You're living it the way that you want to live it. And the most attractive thing for anybody is someone who is happy. We see someone who's happy, who's out there doing their own thing and making their lives the way that they want them to be. To all of us, that is attractive to see in somebody else. So if you're out there doing that and you're living a happy life and you're accomplishing your goals, you have something you're working towards, you're exercising, you're meditating, you're getting your mind and body right, everything connected, you're working towards things, you're going to start to feel happier, and then you're going to start to attract those people who are also like-minded into your life, who then can also bring more positivity into your life. So keep at it. Like I said, a lot of times this craving for someone is because internally we don't feel good. We feel we're looking for that other person to bring happiness into our lives rather than doing it ourselves. So just become aware of that. Keep at it. You're doing good. Sounds like you're getting, like you said, through the stages. But keep at it and begin to work on yourself. Start working on yourself. Live your life. And eventually, those people or that person that's best for you is going to come into your life. You're going to attract them into your life naturally. And the last question here comes from, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one, Rethinker. So my girlfriend says that she doesn't think the meditation can help her. She claims that she has too many things going on and running through her head all day, and she, quote unquote, can't just put that way. Meditation Reddit, help me explain to her the benefits and why that even though she feels she can't slow down her thoughts, she can. And there's a little edit here. Hey, y'all, thanks for the great responses. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to read through that. So, user from Reddit. And thinker. Great question. Thank you for sticking to it. You clearly want to, show your girlfriend that it is, meditation is an incredible thing. You gotta sell it to her. So what do you do? Ultimately, when I have people tell me this, they're like, "Man, meditation's not for me. I just can't shut my mind up." I'm like, "Yeah, neither could I." And that's exactly why I started meditation, because I wanted it to calm down. I wanted my mind to shut up and quit chattering so much. And just make it seem so simple. Be like, hey, we could do it together. Just 5 minutes a day. Let's just do 5 minutes a day. You and I for the next week or two, we'll do it after work or before work, whatever. And I'm not sure if you're in work or you're in school. We'll do it early morning or in the evening. We'll sit down, you and I, 5-10 minutes, and let's just see how you feel, after these 2 weeks, and we'll go from there. If it's not for you, then fine. After 2 weeks, she's gonna love it. Especially 5 minutes is gonna be great, especially if you then push it to 10 minutes. She's gonna even start to enjoy it even more. But what she'll notice right away, and you can also tell her this, is that she's gonna notice that clarity right away, like after those 5-10 minutes, and keep it simple for her first. For the next hour, 2 hours, she's gonna feel relaxed and calmer than she was initially. And then throughout the 2 weeks, just continue to reiterate to her, hey, this is how you start to feel like all the time. Especially as you get into it further, your mind becomes stronger, and this is something else you can add here in a second. This feeling will start to carry on longer and longer throughout your day, where things just don't bother you anymore. And then add this in, a little bit of science. Most people, you can't convince them with science. It's all about emotions. Focus on people's emotions. But you can always add in a little science and say, hey, meditation does improve something called gray matter in the brain. This has been statistically, there's been studies done on it. It's been proven. In gray matter, what it does is it increases your ability to do things like learning, attention, decision making, and emotional regulation. To be able to regulate your thoughts and your mind and your emotions and stuff like that. It's been proven. And so this feeling that she's feeling right now, a good feeling that she notices and experiences after doing 5-10 minutes, she's going to be able to get more of that into her life for longer periods of time as she begins to progress, do it consistently, and ups that time a little bit. So hey, good for you. Keep at it. Keep spreading the good word. Huge fan of, obviously, meditation here. And for those of you out there, who are in a similar situation, do that. Let your significant other or friends know, hey, it's an incredible feeling. Focus on the emotions that they're going to be feeling from it, and then sprinkle in a little science and make it easy for them. Hey, sit down. We'll just sit down for 5 minutes a day. You and I. Let's do this. Or if, or if you can't sit down with them, just tell them, hey, 5 minutes. It's super easy. You can do it. Just do it for 2 weeks. Then we'll come back and let's talk about it. Maybe touch base with me every day or every other day. And then after the 2 weeks, we'll see where you're at. Cool. Guys, thank you so much. That is the show. That was episode number 1. I look forward to doing this. This is actually kind of fun. I enjoy doing this. For the time being, as you can see, I'm going to be getting most of the questions from Reddit, Quora, and other sites like that. But I would love your questions specifically. Feel free to shoot me an email. Yeah, you can shoot me directly an email. I'll put it here in the video, or actually I'll put it down in the link in the description. Or you can do it, just comment on the videos, message me through YouTube, however you want to do it. Look forward to getting to know each and every one of you and answering some of your questions. Thank you.